Hey, I'm gonna talk about Jose Maria Teclo Morelos y Pavón. He was born on September 30, 1765, in the city of Valladolid, now Morelos, Michoacán, and he died on December 22, 1815, at San Cristobal de Catepec, now State of Mexico. He was a Mexican Roman Catholic priest and revolutionary rebel leader who led the Mexican War of Independence movement, assuming its leadership after the execution of Miguel Hidalgo y Costilla in 1811. He was later captured by the Spanish colonial authorities and executed for treason in 1815. Morelos soon showed himself to be a talented strategist and became one of the greatest revolutionary military commanders in the war. In his first 9 months, he won 22 victories. In December, he captured Acapulco for the first time, except for the fortress of San Diego. In his second campaign, Morelos divided his army into 3 groups. The most important engagement of his campaign was at Cuautla. Shortly thereafter, Morelos began his fourth military campaign, a series of disasters beginning at Valladolid in late 1813. While escorting the new insurgent Congress in November 1815, he was defeated in Tezmalaca. He was taken prisoner and brought to Mexico City in chains. He was tried and executed for treason. Jose Maria Morelos y Pavón was executed by firing squad on December 22, 1815 in San Cristobal de Catepec, north of Mexico City, in order that his execution not provoke a dangerous public reaction. He was later judged to be reconciled to the church, lifting his excommunication as he was seen praying on his way to his execution. After his death, his lieutenant Vicente Guerrero continued the war for independence. Now I'm going to talk about María Josefa Crescencia Ortiz Telles Girón, popularly known as Doña Josefa Ortiz de Domínguez or La Corregidora. She was born on April 19, 1773, and she died on March 2, 1829. She was an insurgent and supporter of the Mexican War of Independence, which fought for independence against Spain in the early 19th century. She was married to Miguel Domínguez, corregidor of the city of Querétaro, hence her nickname. The meetings in Ortiz de Domínguez's house became the official occasion of the revolutionary conspiracy, and much of the insurgent planning was carried out there, including gathering weapons and other supplies and storing them in various houses. The beginning of the revolution was planned for December 8, 1910. However, on September 13, the conspirators were betrayed by a supporter, who informed the Spanish colonial authorities about rebel activities in Querétaro. Unaware of his wife's allegations, Miguel Domínguez was asked to conduct a house search in the town in order to apprehend the rebel leaders. He imprisoned Ortiz de Domínguez in her room to prevent her from exchanging information with her fellow conspirators. The rebels had a large following, and Ortiz de Domínguez eventually managed to get a warning out through the town mayor, Don Ignacio Pérez. The news allowed the leaders of the conspiracy to abandon the town and prompt Miguel Hidalgo y Costilla to declare war against the Spanish colonial authorities, in which he made a speech to his followers known as Grito de Dolores, Cry of Dolores, in the early morning of September 16 of 1810, an event that signaled the start of the Mexican War of Independence. It honors all those who fought and who died for Mexico. Eventually, the role of Ortiz de Domínguez and her husband played in the conspiracy was uncovered. They were imprisoned separately. She was sent to the monastery of Santa Clara in Querétaro and then to Mexico City to stand trial. Despite her husband's efforts as her lawyer, she was found guilty and placed in reclusion in the monastery of Santa Teresa. Due to her rebellious character, she was soon transferred to the convent of Santa Catalina de Sena. Ortiz de Dominguez was released in 1817 under an oath that she would refrain from supporting the rebellion.